Okay, how's it going? So, got another plugin to talk about today. This is called Polymax Synth. It's like an analog synthesizer. It's by Universal Audio, and if you know anything about Universal Audio, they'll just make some of their plugins free sometimes. You know, that's how I got the 1176. I got a channel strip from them, got a reverb plate from them, all for free, because sometimes they just make their plugins free, and if you see the ads, then you can download it for free. But if not, then here's my video talking about this synth. Now, it's an analog synth, you can kind of see here. I'm not 100% sure when they released it. I know it's not like brand new, but let me switch over here to FL Studio. So this is what it looks like. There's a lot of knobs, a lot going on here. I'm not going to talk about like every knob in this video because I think people can do that in a more concise way than I can, to be honest. But honestly, comparing this to, I don't have Serum on this computer, but Vital and Serum are similar. So comparing this to something like Serum 2 or Vital, I don't want to say it's the same thing because it's an analog, like, recreation. But, you got your oscillators here. You got a filter section. This is your output. You even got an LFO. Now, you can't do as much with the LFO as you can on here, but it's still there to mess around with and kind of get some cool modulation going. You have your arpeggiator down here. Everything's kind of here. It's even got some different features like space effects, which I think is like a reverb type of thing. There's delay, spring, hall. Haven't really messed with this too much. You got your ADSR controls here, so you can do the same thing as you can here, shaping the sound. It just looks different and it's more analog. Now, something I do want to show you is, well, one, you can also go up here and there's just a bunch of presets to scroll through if you want to use a preset and maybe change it a bit to fit your mix or whatever. There's that, and there's also something I want to show you, which is just something I noticed. If I have Vital up here and I just hit like a key, that's the default saw wave when you open Vital. It's the same every time. It's very digital. Now this, the Polymax one, sounds a little bit more analog, I guess. Maybe there's not quite as much high in there, but look at the meter down here on the master. Every time I'm hitting my key, it's different. So that's another kind of interesting thing. I guess that's how you can tell it's analog, because it's different. The panning's different. The timbre kind of color of the sound's different slightly every time. Volume. So yeah, I guess whatever algorithm they have going around here really does have room for error in a way, and that's kind of the nice thing about analog. So yeah, I guess I'll make something quickly, just to kind of show you. So the output here, I'm going to leave that alone. So that knob is just how you kind of mess with the basic shape of the sound, like on Vital. I want to turn the arpeggiator on because I think it's cool. So it's really fast right now because of the rate, so I could make this maybe a little bit slower. This FM knob, maybe just a little bit of that. Could change the glide. Let's put on some spring reverb, why not? Okay, so yeah, you get the idea. You can mess around with it. Obviously it's Alright, well, I didn't even do that much. And you could already make like an 80s fucking club banger with this. Maybe I will. So yeah, it's called Polymax. Go check it out on Universal Audio, because I guess they just like making shit free sometimes. So yeah, have a good day.